Hi, Sarah Pacaro with Rewrite Your Life, helping people heal from toxic and unhealthy relationships with past trauma work and rapid transformational therapy. I'm going to talk to you today about the narcissist harem. What is that? So, if you've been in a toxic and unhealthy relationship or one with a narcissist, you are part of their harem. What is this harem? What does it mean? So consider it like the narcissist fan club, their little black book, if you will, all the people in their supply chain, their little bundle of supply, you being one of them. Maybe you're the primary supply, maybe you're secondary, maybe you're like way down on the list now if the relationship is over, but you're still a part of this supply. So everyone in the narcissist life is some form of supply. That's just all that they live for. Supply, supply, supply. Some people in the narcissist life are used for sex, some for money, some for maybe it's a parent and they have a kid and you're the one that helps take care of their kid. So it's former people they've been with, it's current people they're with, it's one-night standers. Consider the supply, like I said, that little black book. It's everyone basically in their contact list that they've ever been with. The narcissist is like exes, like you name it. That's part of this harem. Why does the narcissist need all these people around? Well, they need constant validation from people. Outside validation is what they seek. So you'll notice they will constantly be doing and saying things that get people to go, oh my God, you're so great. Look at you. You're amazing. And they come across as very egotistical. A lot of times where a covert narcissist will be very sly and sneaky about this. But as part of this playing the victim so they can get that validation. And all the people in these harem, they have to have around 24/7. Think about it. There's no possible way to meet every single need from one person. So if you're married to them, let's use that example. You are supply in some form because you keep up the house, you keep the roof over their head, you take care of their kids, you pick them up from school, and you make sure all the bills are paid on time. So you are a form of supply for them in that way. But you can't be around every single second of the day. It's just literally not possible. So you fulfill a need in one area of their life, but then you find out they're cheating. Oh my God, and you're heartbroken. And you guys weren't having a lot of sex. Well, guess what? They had someone else that they were having sex with who filled that supply for them. And so maybe they come back to you because they're always keeping these people all around. They're just kind of rearranging the order. So there's primary supply and then there's all the secondaries. So there's different types of people and different types of supply. So maybe it's with their job. Maybe they have this job where they can go on all these amazing business trips and travel, yet the money doesn't have to come out of their pocket. They can still have this experience. Narcissists get bored really, really fast, and that's why they need all these people in their harem. They need all these people to keep them entertained, to keep them validated constantly, because you're not going to be sitting there every second of the day going, you're so great, you're so great, you're so great. Chances are you know that they're not so great. And so they need someone else to tell them how great they are, hence the need for more supply. And that's all those people go into their harem. So you are feeling like this empty little spot for them. The second that you start to maybe call them out on their BS and you start to say, hey, you said this and you lied about this. What's going on with that? Boom, done with you, discard, new supply, because they don't like being called out. So either they will discard you and kind of rearrange the order. You used to be on top, now you're going to be on the bottom. You're still in the harem, but you're now going from like third to maybe 10th because they constantly need to be validated, and if you're calling them out on their BS, oh, they don't like that. So this supply for them is like a revolving door. If you think about those little well, it can't go anywhere anymore, but like a shopping mall and the little things that spin around, this is how their supply is, and they're always going to take the one that's giving them the most validation and have them be primary. So you'll notice that, but they're going to keep you in that harem in case of emergency. If the primary supply, this is the hoovering. They're like, oh crap, this person caught on to me, and so, I'm going to discard them. And I'm going to start to come after this new one. They're grooming these secondary people for that one moment that the primary supply starts to call them out, or they start to see through us. Maybe you start to establish boundaries, and they don't like that, because then they're not getting what they want from you. You're not as working as well. So they're going to move on to the next person. But they're going to keep you in case of emergency, because the second that that new supply starts calling them out, they're going to need someone else. So they're constantly hoovering. They're constantly keep you around. You're in that harem. So what does this mean? Like, what does all this have to do with anything? This narcissistic harem? Whether the relationship's over or not, you're still a part of that harem. And it sucks. Like, I haven't been with my ex for years, but I still get emails. Oh, I'm so wonderful. I'm so amazing. And I laugh now because I know, oh, it must not be going very well with your new supply, huh? So you're trying to come back around, hoover me, move me back up the list because it's easy, or it was easy in the past. So first and foremost, if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you need to get out, go no contact. But here's where the healing comes in afterwards. Why were you with this person in the first place? What was it that caused you to be part of this harem? So I want to share a client story. I've recently worked with a client who has been, out now, thankfully, of relationship with 2 narcissists, going on her second divorce. Obviously, it's painful, the hoovering, the gaslighting, all the crazy making. And we went back to the root cause of why she chose to be with toxic people. What was it about her that attracted her to these people? And it's so fascinating. The way that your mind works has nothing to do with the narcissist. It has everything to do with these deep beliefs that you have about yourself that keep you attracted and stuck in this relationship with them. So the first scene that she went to, she was 3 years old and getting yelled at by her mom for not putting the dishes away the right way. So she's hearing this yelling. Her mom is actually going to the extremes of taking the dishes out because she put them in the wrong way, slamming them on the ground, screaming at her, "You can never freaking do anything right." So of course she's left feeling that she can never do anything right, and always getting yelled at. Guess how she felt in her relationship with her narcissist. The second past experience she went back to, she was 8 years old. She's playing with toys, her brothers and sisters. Her mom comes over, grabs the toy out of her hand, gives it to her brother, and says, "Here, sweetie," and glares at her mom. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be words, it can just be a glare. This left her feeling that her brother deserves the toys and she doesn't, that she was not good enough, that her mom hated her, despised her, and she could feel this. And you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes, you come from parents that, left her feeling unlovable, that she could never do anything right, that she was not good enough, not even good enough to play with a toy. Her brother got it over her. So the third experience she went back to, she was in school. She was sure that she knew the answer. This is a really shy person, a very, very quiet, loving, empathetic, caring woman now, and she was that way as a child. Was sure she knew the answer, raised her hand, teacher called on her, got the answer wrong, and all the kids pointed and laughed. She's 8 years old and developed this belief that she was so stupid. She could never get anything right. Guess what her narcissist used to tell her? "You were so stupid. You could never get anything right. Look at you. You're pathetic." Guys, it is not a coincidence that what you went through, your past experiences, groomed you to choose narcissists and to stay in the relationship, even though you saw the red flags and you knew it was bad from the beginning. Your subconscious mind is held onto these beliefs from your past experiences and are showing up in your present relationships today. So healing from a narcissist is all about going back, finding what are these beliefs that you have about yourself, and breaking the chain, breaking the habit, breaking the connection that keeps you stuck in these horrible negative thoughts. And I love sharing this stuff. Obviously, I'm highly passionate about it because that is who I was. I had no idea that these beliefs that I had about myself, that I wasn't enough, and all the things that I was saying to myself, my narcissist was saying to me too. And if you are ready to get out, you're ready to heal, you're ready to move forward. I hate the term move on. It's like, oh, what happened in the past didn't matter. You move forward and you heal. then please reach out to me. Thank you guys. I hope that this explains the narcissist harem. Such a crazy term. You'll always be a part of it, but you can move yourself way down that list because they want to keep you at top because you're easy. You're hooverable. Is that a word? You're hooverable. Make yourself unhooverable. Make yourself way down the list so they're like, not even going to try that one. Nope, let's find someone else to mess with. Thank you guys. Narcissist harem, healing from within. Reach out, rapid transformational therapy. I would love, love, love to talk to you about your journey to healing. Thank you guys. Stay beautiful. Stay happy.